Unfortunately, most content creators don't make it as content entrepreneurs. Sometimes it takes a different perspective and a minute to look around. I'm Joe Polizzi, and this is Content Inc. episode 467. On the southern coast of the Snæfellsnes Peninsula in Iceland is a place called Lóndranger. Lóndranger are a pair of large rock remnants carved out of cliffs where this part of Iceland meets the ocean. It's one of those places where you immediately stop when you see it, as though you've seen it before in your dreams, or you wonder how such a thing could have been sculpted. Our group arrived there via car last Sunday afternoon. The parking lot was near capacity, and just as we arrived, so did two large buses full of tourists. We watched as each person lowered themselves from the bus and headed for the large pathway to the Lóndranger viewing area. As we parked and headed that direction, hundreds of people were directly in front of us. All six of us felt a bit deflated at the experience. As we stood by our van, my wife noticed another path just to our right. It was a handwritten sign on a post next to a natural path, and we decided to take it. It was a beautiful half-mile walk over grass and small rocks that led to one of the most amazing views I'd ever seen. Now, the path was a bit rockier. It was a bit more of a hike than the other path, but well worth it. At one point, I turned around and looked up, seeing hundreds of people fighting for a clear view, all while we had a section of the island all to ourselves. Now, this situation had a large impact on me through the rest of the trip. The line to see the amazing white church in Reykjavik, the line at the downtown gift shop, the line for our flight back to Pittsburgh. At first glance, there was always a long line and limited options. But by just taking a second to look around, there was generally a better option. Oh, sometimes you had to walk a bit more, or there was a crowd in the way and you couldn't quite see through. But there was always a way. The rest of the trip, we took that more challenging but definitely better way. The road less traveled, you might say. A while back, my youngest became interested in working inside a Major League Baseball organization. Now, while at spring training earlier this year, we were able to strike up a conversation with a front office executive. He said, clear as day, that to make it into MLB marketing and communications, you needed a 4-year degree. Then you needed to work your way through multiple other roles in sports organizations down the line to even give yourself a chance. Sounds reasonable, right? Maybe. Maybe not. What if you were able to build an audience around something that related to that baseball team? It could be an e-newsletter to fans, or a TikTok channel, or an Insta feed, whatever. But you deliver amazing information to a group of people and show that you can build a fan base for yourself. Let's say you had even 10,000 fans as followers. Do you think an MLB organization would overlook that you don't have a degree if you had proven yourself as a successful content creator and marketer? I think the answer would be yes. But that's not the obvious answer. That's not what the average person would do. What do you want to achieve in life? You can either take the path that most everyone takes, or you can look around to see if there's a different path. That path might be a little more challenging, but your odds of success will increase dramatically just by doing something in a different way. So the next time you're ready to make a decision, hold back for 1 second. Is there a different path? Just by being aware and asking yourself that question, you're in the vast minority. Average is okay. There's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to be. But do you really want to be average? This is Joe Polizzi. Remember, success in content comes from consistency and community. Keep creating, keep connecting, and we'll see you next Monday.